I'm Max Pringle with these headlines. President Biden on Monday announced that the U.S. killed al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri in a drone strike in Kabul, Afghanistan. Biden said the operation delivered justice to al-Zawahiri, who intelligence agencies say helped plot 9/11 and other terrorist attacks. Feature Story News' Ira Spitzer has more.
U.S. President Joe Biden confirmed the news of al-Zawahiri's death in a briefing at the White House.
The United States successfully concluded an airstrike in Kabul, Afghanistan that killed the emir of al-Qaeda.
Biden called al-Zawahiri one of the U.S.'s most wanted terrorists and said that he and Osama bin Laden plotted the 9/11 attacks on the United States together, which killed more than 3,000 people.
And that's Ira Spitzer. More than a dozen container ships are waiting to leave Ukrainian Black Sea ports today, one day after the first cargo ship full of grain left Odessa for Lebanon on Monday. It was the first food shipment to leave Ukraine since Russia invaded the country 6 months ago. The voyage puts to the test an agreement signed last month between Moscow and Kyiv that aims to help alleviate a global food crisis. Officials say the Sierra Leone-flagged Razoni is expected to reach Istanbul early tomorrow. Russian, Ukrainian, Turkish, and UN officials are to inspect the ship after it anchors in Istanbul. The inspections are part of a UN and Turkish brokered deal to shift Ukrainian grain stockpiles to foreign markets and ease the mounting world food crisis. China continues to warn the U.S. about possible consequences arising from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's potential visit to Taiwan. China considers Taiwan a rogue province and said the proposed visit amounts to interference in its internal affairs. Feature Story News' Patrick Falk has more on the tensions there.
There has already been a real show of strength with live firing drills taking place in waters off Fujian province over the weekend. That was also part of the celebrations marking the 95th anniversary of the People's Liberation Army. The military also said that there would be military exercises taking place over the next 5 days in the South China Sea. So the stakes are incredibly high.
And that's Patrick Falk. Rainy and cloudy weather has helped firefighters battling a wildfire in Northern California that killed at least 2 people and burned 100 homes and other buildings. The McKinney fire remains out of control despite a downpour Monday, and authorities say thunderstorms forecast for today are a mixed blessing. Avery Luke reports.
The McKinney fire has grown into a raging blaze just 2 days after its eruption in Siskiyou County. California fire officials say 2 bodies were found inside a charred vehicle in the wildfire zone. The fire is threatening thousands of homes. CAL FIRE Battalion Chief Isaac Sanchez said CAL FIRE and the United States Forest Service are both battling the blaze. He said weather is making the firefighting difficult.
That fire is currently over 55,000 acres and has led to the closure of portions of Highway 96. A fire weather watch is in effect in the area today due to abundant lightning and gusty winds, which could present additional challenges.
Scientists say climate change has made the West warmer and drier in the past 30 years and will continue to make wildfires more frequent and destructive. The cause of the McKinney fire is still under investigation. For KPFA News, I'm Avery Luke.
Primary elections are being held today in 6 states ahead of the November midterm election. Arizona, Michigan, Missouri, and Kansas are among them. Former President Donald Trump's shadow is hanging over some of the races as GOP candidates compete for his endorsement. Public News Service's Mary Sherman reports.
Former Missouri Governor Eric Greitens, who resigned over a scandal, is running for the Missouri seat, being vacated by retiring Senator Roy Blunt. He is backed by former President Donald Trump, who continues to target political adversaries, including the 10 House Republicans who voted to impeach him in 2021. 1 is on the ballot today in Washington and 2 in Michigan. One of Michigan's Republican gubernatorial candidates was charged in the January 6th Capitol attack, and Kansas voters will decide on a referendum which would pave the way for further abortion restrictions. I'm Mary Sherman for Pacifica Network and Public News Service.
And I'm Max Pringle.